I would just like to take a minute to thank Mr. Ledford and Ms. Garcia for working with the students so much over the last few weeks. And here's Ms. Garcia.
And I was going to say thank you to our third grade teachers for being here and helping us so much. We're all here. And I also want to thank our building administrators for helping us have everything ready tonight. Ms. Clark and Ms. Ronhell, thank you to them. And I just wanted to give a lot of credit to our third graders for tonight because their input for this program was huge from the beginning. So they had so many ideas and they just kept coming up with new ideas, and we're not using any recorded music at all. It's all music from the students. We're happy to have our orchestra here, as you can see. Our beginning third grade orchestra. Thank you very much, Mr. Ledford. And big orchestra. Then also, our scenery was actually done by our art club. So big thank you to Ms. Edmondson for helping put the scenery together. Our narration is done by third graders. Our props have been created by third graders. Some of the costumes were done by their parents. So we've had a lot of input, a lot of participation getting us ready, and it's definitely a third grade program. Thank you to Ms. Beasy for coming up with our subject and our book that we're going to use, The Sea Turtle Journey. So I think I'll go ahead and hand it over to our third grade narrators with our version of Sea Turtle Journey by Lorraine J. and Katie Lee.
Stories to tell of the ocean and creatures we know so well.
In a starry darkness, along Florida beach, a tiny loggerhead sea turtle thrashes her way up to the surface of the sand. With dozens of brothers and dozens of sisters, bumping and pushing, the hatchling emerges from the buried nest. A path of moonlight glimmers on the ocean. Attracted to the light, hatchling and all the others set out across the beach toward the open sea.
Along the dunes, a hunting raccoon prowls in the shadows of the rustling grass. He snatches up some of the baby loggerheads and an easy meal. Those crabs scurrying from their browse captures more turtles and their prey. Hatching from the few others escape to the underwater from few in the swimming breezes of the beginning of the journey of the deeper waters.
When the first light dawns in the eastern sky, hatchling is far from shore. Swimming near the surface, she breathes the salty air. A
A school of amberjack hunts the turtles in the water. Hatchling is the lucky one, they do not climb. All day and through the night, she swims on and on. 25 miles out to sea, she climbs in a raft of seaweed. With her 4 flippers tucked at her side, she sleeps in our sargassum cradle.
To the calls of swooping gulls all around her. They pluck their dinner from the water. She hides from the birds in her bushy seaweed. She discovers that the sargassum is like a pantry of foods. Little fishes, crabs, and jellyfish. Chomping on a shrimp with her tiny jaw, loggerhead hatchling eats her first meal. Loggerhead has left the open ocean to forage in coastal waters. Her shell is 2 feet long and spotted with algae and barnacles. Early one day, she dives through sunlit water to a banquet on the ocean floor. She chases a calico crab. It pokes and jabs her with its claws. The loggerhead is strong. Crunch, she crushes it in her powerful jaws. At the sunset, she feeds a school of moon jellies. She doesn't seem to gnarly about the fishing line, doesn't Loggerhead's next and 4 flippers become caught in the web. She turns to wrestle, but the line tangles. With all her strength, she forces her mighty 4 flippers down. Snap! The line breaks. Again, she strains every muscle. Up, down, She smacks the water as the boat races closer. At last, the line loosens around her. She dives, just missing the propeller as the boat zooms away.
Loggerhead swims to the surface to catch her breath. A laughing gull takes a rest from flight and settles on the nearby water. Together they drift in the gentle waves. Night falls. Small ocean creatures shimmer in the water like 1,000 diamonds. Loggerhead dives below and sleeps under the bow of a sunken wreck. Loggerhead has left the open ocean to forage in coastal waters. Her shell is 2 feet long and spotted with algae and barnacles.
Early one day, she dies. Through some water to Year after year, Loggerhead travels through hundreds of miles of ocean waters. As she grows, she explores coral reefs and basks in warm lagoons. At 300 pounds, she swims with grace and ease. Late one spring, as if she knows an ancient secret, she begins her journey back to the beach where she was born. Mysteriously, she knows how to find her way.
But she is alert. If any intruder startles her, she will turn back and wait to try again. Awkwardly, she will paddles across the sand to the dunes above the high tide line and stops.
Sand flies through the air. Loggerhead sweeping foreflippers make a shallow crater for her huge body. Then she curls her hind flippers like scoopers. Using one then the other, she digs a bottle-shaped hole behind her. 107 glistening white eggs drop into the nest.
Like a mother tucking her babies into bed, she pats the sand over her precious clutch of eggs. She takes her time. A sea turtle nest is a feast for predators, so she makes sure her eggs are well hidden. She will return to dig more nests on the beach this summer, but she will never see her hatchlings. Now following a moonlight path, she tracks back into the sea and disappears into the welcoming surf.
Under a starry sky, a loggerhead hatchling emerges from the sand. With all her brothers and all her sisters, she scuttles across the beach and begins her journey to the open sea.